Hey everybody, welcome to the Polaha Chautauqua. I'm your host, Kristoffer Polaha. And Dolly Brown has joined me live. Hello Dolly Brown, hello Irene, hello Brenda, hello Kelly, and Rebecca, Dale, Judy, and Diana. How you all doing today? Hi Rachel. 1, 2, 3, 4. Life can be scary and sometimes hard. Like you got a winning hand and then you dealt the wrong card. It ain't fair, but you're not alone. When you're down and out and you're high and dry in the darkest valley or the coldest night, you'll find you're not alone. With a song bubbling in your heart, with a story is gonna give you a brand new start. You don't have to travel this big bad world all on your own, 'cause it's better when we do it together. Mexico's in the house. Hello Mexico. All mixed up and upside down, feels like there's no one else around. That ain't right, no, 'cause you're not alone. When it's all gone south and life gets tough and the weeds are hard and eyes are rough, you just fight. You're not alone. You would think after a year and a half of singing this song that I would know it perfectly by now, and that just goes to show you that I don't. Let's do that one again. When it all goes south and life gets tough and you've been knocked down and the weeds are rough, you just fight, 'cause you're not alone. Here we go with a song bubbling in your soul. Your story can make you whole. You don't have to travel this big bad world all on your own, 'cause it's better when we do it together. It's better when we do it together. Yeah. What's up, everybody? How we doing? I love that Andrea said, my dad does a sing-along with guitar. This feels so homey. It is homey. Welcome to the Polaha Chautauqua. Welcome home, fam jam. Man, it has been a hot minute since I've been able to join you guys live in the tradition that the Chautauqua has always taken shape in. The last time I think I met you live was a real quick one, and then Caleb's dog. We had Tebow. We had a Tebow emergency. He's fine. He's got a little congenitive heart failure, but he's old, and he's been an amazing dog for Caleb. We got Rebel for Micah and Blue for Jude. Each boy has a dog, and Caleb's dog has done his job, tenfold, 10 times over. So he's living a long, healthy, happy, best dog life. And we all got to go somewhere, right? So he's on his little medication. Caleb's happy. Hearts are healthy, happy, and bright as far as the boys go. And then prior to that, I met up with you guys from Birmingham, Alabama, which I'm wearing my little Birmingham, Alabama hat. You might notice I got my idea, the established in 1871. I have some new merchandise available right now. The link is in the bio. If you go and you click it, it's a fundraiser link, because the store, it's just, I like the time limit. I like the one and done thing. I got to sell 100 shirts before they get shipped. I think I have to sell, I forget how many hats before they get shipped. But it's a brand new design, brand new colors for the Polaha Chautauqua. It gets the brand out there. They're comfy. The reason I love selling the t-shirts and the hats is because when I go into my closet and I'm looking through my t-shirts, where this is an example of one of the ones that I see it, and it reminds me of it's almost like a little time machine. I can go back to when I got it, but all of the times in my life when I wore it. And when you have a really good shirt, a really good t-shirt on a great Sunday like today, it's fun to just rock it. So I would be honored if if my t-shirt fell into your rotation as one of your favorite shirts, or if you got a hat, a couple hats, and the colors are bright and they're fun. The design is really cool. I had fun with it. So please go check out the link and buy one. The shirts are $20. The hats are $35. I think we're a quarter of the way to meeting the goal before I think they get shipped. And I'm not sure. I'll talk to Custom Make, and maybe if we hit the goal, we can do a first wave and get those out so that you'll have them by summertime. So we'll see. The other thing that's happening, happy International Book Day, everybody. Hang tight, kids. Hang tight, kids. All right. The other thing that's happening is you guys have noticed that on my Instagram and on my Twitter page, I have started a challenge. I know I'm selling merchandise, and I've also got a challenge on selling books. I understand. It's a lot. I'm asking a lot from everybody. But for $9.99 or for $9.45 or whatever from Amazon right now, you can buy a hardback or this beautiful softback copy of Where the Sun Rises. And you can, I think for $7, get the Kindle version of it. You can share copies, so you can buy one for a friend. I am trying, in this crazy world, to sell 10,000 copies, ebook or otherwise, of Where the Sun Rises in the next 6 weeks. So now it's a 10 and 6 challenge, but it's always been a 10 and 7 challenge, and it'll always stay. We're not going to rebrand the challenge. But in 7 weeks, and we started a week ago. And I have to say that IPG, which is the Independent Publishers Group, and I spoke this week, and they were like, dude, that was a great idea. Your sales have already spiked, and Amazon, like they're making a noticeable difference on Amazon. So you guys are an amazing community, and I know there are people who've bought 10 copies. Marianne bought 13 copies. Brenda bought 10. I know that they've been limited to 4 on Amazon because they're on sale right now, so people are buying 4 copies, which is super humbling. But it's also something I'm really, really proud of. And so it's not I'm not just trying to sell books. There's a whole reason for it. I can't publish book number 3 until the sales or make it worthwhile. The sales from moments like this made publishing Where the Sun Rises worthwhile. And to be really frank with you, that initial month, the sales, we sold a third of the books that we did for moments like this. And so what I'm trying to do is generate a word of mouth movement so that we can get the green light for book 3. That's just, total candid. That's how the book world works. But also to get a movie greenlit, you need a hook. And a million book sales or a New York Times bestseller, that's a hook. But just having IP and just having a really fun story that some people love is not quite a hook enough to get somebody to drop $10 million to make a movie. So what I'm trying to do is invigorate and infuse this world from Kona with love, with a ton of energy and a ton of sales. And this is just business. This is what happens. I'm just like if I were doing a Hallmark movie, I want to be in the movie that has the highest ratings. 300,000 people watching your movie, that's fine. Maybe you get to make another movie. But when 1 million up, when 2 million, when 3 million people watch your movie, you get more movies, and you get to have a career, and you get to have a life. And it's the same in the book world. And while the book sales were, for most people, overwhelming, I think any time a book is sold and it sells a few thousand copies, people are like, wow. In the first month, they're like, wow. So we wowed people, but personally, for me, I want to shock and awe. I want it to be undeniable. I want things to be unprecedented. That's the way that I live my life. And so that's what I'm asking of my community. And it's what we give to each other. It's how we function as a community, I think. We're the kind of people that dig in hard, and we're going to love hard, and we're going to support hard, and we're going to wear the hats and the t-shirts. We're going to buy the books. I turn up for you and vice versa because of that. I mean, it really is a beautiful community, and I love that there's something to get behind. So it being World Book Day, and there's some crazy challenge out there right now, a read your favorite passage challenge. I'm going to read my favorite passage to you real quick. And then I'm going to tell you what's going on with the 10 out of 7 challenge. And then I'm going to bring some people on who have even a better idea of what's going on than I do. And then I'm going to jump in with my community. We're going to say hi. We're going to talk. If I didn't get a chance to greet you guys, hello. Hi, Rita. Hi, Alex. I know you got my back. Thank you. Preston Jones is in the house. What's up, buddy? Preston just came out last weekend and helped me with a short film that we did for Sam Hicks. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's a little heist movie. So here's what I want to say about Where the Sun Rises. First of all, it's got, I don't know how many pages this book is. I'm going to tell you right now how many pages this book is. It is a 320-page book, okay? At the very end of it is this map that I drew, that I hand drew. You can see my initials. I don't know if you can or not, but you can see my little initials in the waves, KP. And I wanted to make it personal. So 320 pages, I promise. You pick this book up, you will be done with it within the weekend, or you can take your time and luxuriate and read it. But you know, this isn't Ulysses. This isn't James Joyce here, unabashedly. So there are different parts. Melee, you've got part 1 is wedding bells, and then it's the meet cute. It's where they meet. And then you kind of go back in time, and you're going to get LA, and you're going to get a little bit of Melee's world. And then you get part 4 called Heavy Waves, which is Melee's part. And it's all Melee's story. And then you're going to jump into part 5, which is called Riptide. And that's Adam's part. And I'm going to read you right here. It's chapter 54. And it's called Before the Sunrise. And it really is, I'm so proud of this book. I love what we do with moments like this. I love the spontaneity and the frivolity and the sort of the effervescence of like jettisoning in your past and just being in the moment with somebody and going on a moments tour and really going around Oahu and seeing all these beautiful things. But this book is about redemptive love, and it's about two broken people, Melee, who's physically broken, and Adam, who's spiritually broken. And they meet each other, and their love for one another heals each other in this really kind of cool way. So I want to read you. And Adam, he is addicted to alcohol, and he's addicted to drugs. He's a 24-year-old guy, so there's a lot of time for him to turn his life around. And he's drinking and drugging for a reason. And I know a lot of people get very sensitive about addiction and have had terrible experiences with people who are addicted, and it feels hopeless and it feels lost, and it is not taken lightly. But I've been witness to some miraculous changes in people in life, and I've seen where the Holy Spirit can move into somebody and will change them in an instant. I've also seen people hit rock bottom and make the decision to never go back, and I've seen the people who have loved them through that. And it may not be for everybody, but it really truly is a happy ending and a hopeful story. And it's something that I'm, again, really very proud of, because we wanted to create a romance that people could feel all of the feels from, but that would also have a little deeper thing. So I'm going to read this. It's the letter. I'm not spoiling too much, but yeah, you still don't know how it ends. But this is the letter that Melee writes to Adam in chapter 54. And again, it's called Before the Sunrise. Dear Adam, this is a really difficult letter for me to write. I can't find the words other than to say I am sorry. I'm sorry you didn't think you could trust me with the truth about your screenplay. I'm sorry you continue to battle with your addictions. I'm sorry if I led you on in Kauai, made you think I would be fine with your excessive drinking. I've never seen you like that before. It really scared me. You getting high and blacking out at the party was awful. I didn't know what to do. I felt so helpless. As much as I love you, and I do love you, Adam, I can't wrestle with your demons. I've never been in a photo shoot or invited to a Hollywood party before, which made your behavior doubly hurtful. Not only did you embarrass yourself with the things you said to everyone, you ruined a first for me. I'm sorry you're hurting. I'm sorry your script didn't get made into a movie. I'm sorry you can't control your desire for drugs and alcohol. But what hurts me the most is my love wasn't enough for you. I was here for you. All you had to do was tell me. Fear can be debilitating. Of all people, I can identify with that. When doctors told me I would never walk again, it took me a long time to get up on my own and prove them wrong. I was terrified of the water, but with your help, I relinquished that fear, told it where to go. I'm so sad that I couldn't do that for you. I don't want to preach, but you need Jesus in your life. That's the only advice I know to give you. I know it's hokey and provincial, and I'm sure your professors at NYU would ridicule me for dragging God into our conversation. But the only one who can heal you from the pain, my love, is Christ. That's who got me walking again. That's who gave me the wave that changed my life. That is who gives me life. The only way forward for us is if you realize how much you can give this world by choosing to live. That masking your pain or your struggles with drugs and alcohol will only serve to end your life. And because I am terribly frightened at that thought, I must do what I can to protect myself. I suffered with you these past 8 months, and I didn't even know why I felt so brokenhearted. That's not fair. I don't care if you sell a script. All I care about is you. I want to be here for you, but you have to do your part. When you do, I'll be here, waiting, and you know I'm good for it. Once I make a promise, I don't break it. I'm sorry to leave you so early and unexpectedly, but you're so good with words that if I stayed, you could have talked me into marrying you in a rush wedding in Vegas. You have my heart, my prayers, and all my love. I believe in you. Amen. So, come on, y'all. You got to get the book. You got to read the book. You got to talk about the book with people. And I really want there to be a From Kona with Love sort of movement. And this is how grassroots things are done. You get the author who gets so passionate about it that he can't stop talking about it. And then you get people who pick up that passion and talk about it. And I love Melee's. It's hard because when you write something, you feel a little silly talking about how good you think it is. But I am proud of this letter because it shows this woman, this girl who's so strong and so committed and so courageous, taking care of her heart by doing the hard thing. And in a book about romance, she chooses to leave. Now, there's a little more left, so I ain't spoiling the ending. By when she writes that letter, stuff happens all right in here, which, again, I'm super proud of, and I think you're going to love reading. And something happens in here that deserves its own movie. So anyway, buy the book, and we got competitions going. I'm bringing on Brenda and whoever else wants to come on, Stephanie and Kelly and anybody else who wants to help me talk about it. But I've got some artwork that I'm going to give away. Now, here's what I did. Here's the... Ooh, I'm knocking you guys down. Knocking you over. Okay. Here is the... Okay, so here's what I'm going to paint and give away. So this is a draft of the island that made it into the book. And I'm going to paint this, and I'm going to give this one away. This is the original. I mean, this is the one that actually ended up making it into the book. You see my little KP. And I'm going to give this one as a gift to Julianne. So my wife's going to get this, and we're going to hang this up in our home. There's only 3 of these in the world. Gail Sadler already has one, and she's got it as a gift because she's been doing a lot of work for me, which I've been very grateful for. And then there's something else I drew for Adam. This is going to go in Adam's chapter. This is Podunk's Whiskey. Obviously, you know, if you know me, that's the name of my production company, and I thought, well, that would be kind of fun. And then there's this, which is the Earth. It's where the sun rises, and then there's Hawaii. Those are the islands. And so I don't know that I can get part with these guys, to be really honest with you. But I'm gonna definitely part with this one. So this is I'm gonna spray paint. I'm gonna show you what it's gonna look like. One of you can take this home, and you'll have it. One of you will win. We are doing a series of prizes and giveaways based on book receipts, and there could be a winner for how many. I think the prize for whoever buys the most books, and Marianne, you've got the title for that right now, will be a Zoom, like a book reading kind of thing, a private Zoom with me and whoever else you want to have come be a part of that. So, with no further ado, let me get going here. I'm gonna bring on requests to join. No, I'm gonna bring on. Okay. And let me see if I can. Okay, when Brenda comes on, I think I can bring on a group of us, and we can all talk. Hi, Brenda.
Let's see. Flip me.
Flip you. And
there we go.
Hi, girl. How you doing?
Hi.
Oh my God.
Great.
It's so nice to see you. It's been so long. Hello. Hi.
Hi.
Oh man. Well, welcome back to the Polaha Chautauqua, Brenda.
Thanks.
Okay. Let me see if I can. It used to be that I could get, like, we could compartmentalize this. So do you want me to bring on Kelly and Stephanie?
At least one of them. Yes.
Okay.
Probably Kelly.
Okay. Let me see if we can get. All right. Let me see. I'm going to see what happens here. I'm going to bring on Kelly. Oh, look at that. It's a party. It's a Chautauqua party. What's going on?
It's funny. Just like 2 seconds ago, Brenda was having a major freak out about you bringing her on because I have a chat going with her, and she was like, OMG, OMG.
I know she doesn't like being brought on, but it's what happens when you're in the family. You get brought on. All right, let me see if I can bring Stephanie on too.
Okay.
Hang on 1 second. All right, let's see.
And I'm hoping Instagram isn't doing this little laggy thing where we're all talking over each other.
There we go. All right, team. So this is team 10 and 7 challenge. The official team for 10 and 7 challenge. That's what I'm thinking. Tell me, what are the plans? What have we got? How do people play? Let's get on with it. What do we do?
Go ahead, Brenda.
Yeah, Brenda, you start it. I know you had some great ideas. It is a lot. It is a lot.
Okay, well, first, buy a copy of Where the Sun Rises, either in paperback or ebook form, between April 17th, when you started the challenge, and 7 weeks, which I think is June 5th, but you can confirm that end date. And then save your receipt, send a copy of that to a special email box that we've set up, which is WTSR_I bought a book, all one word, at yahoo.com. And then we'll keep track of that. And it's 1 entry per book. So if you buy multiples, send in those receipts. And then we'll have prizes.
And and Kelly, what prizes are we giving away?
Actually, I have a list in front of me. Brenda was typing it up all pretty. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so we have several people who donated items for it. So there's going to be like one of the storytellers boxes that Naomi had that she's going to donate. I was going to toss in a gift card. You said the book plates. We're still hoping you'll do like a Travis Burke signed photo for the Mystery 101 people. Then your original artwork. You'd mentioned a T-shirt if that's still on the table. Sarah's going to donate some stickers. She said whatever we need, like Mystery 101 or Polaha Chautauqua stickers. Let me see. Oh, Liz, who runs the trainee fan account, she's going to donate some artwork, either a print or a painting. Let me see. Then Aiden was going to donate a Shift T-shirt, and she's really hoping that you'll sign it at Christmas Con. She's going to bring it there.
Okay.
Then a few of us were going in together to get one of the empty tomb necklaces to get the shift people in on this so that they can have a chance to win that.
Okay.
And then one of the Polaha Chautauqua hats. So
Okay.
that's what we
So,
have so far.
so Dale just said, how about if I have the book but not a receipt? I guess I'm out of luck to enter, right? What if people have already bought a book? Can they also just send like a selfie with the book so that we know they've got one, or if they have two, they get all two? And does selfies count, or does it have to be a receipt?
Well, but we can't really verify if it's like a new purchase if they do that, you know, like,
Hey,
or if it was given to them
book,
as a
even if you bought,
well,
I think
we
it's fair.
can't really.
Yeah,
We can't really verify if it's like that they purchased it or if they were given it as a gift, so that kind of might muddy the water a little bit. Because if they were given it as a gift and they didn't actually buy it themselves, I don't know if you want to do that.
Got you. Okay. All right. Stephanie, what do you think about that?
That's the whole point, is that, you know, the people that are buying books to give to other people, they might be submitting those receipts, and then the person who's being given that book, they might be able to say, oh, look, see, I got the book. So that's 2 entries for 1 book sold.
So it's just receipts. So Dale, sorry, it's just receipts. But if you get
go look back at wherever you bought it, like
Kindle,
email or Amazon might have copies of those, and you can screenshot it or send the email or something like that.
Right. I think too, if you have a copy of a signed book, I think that's going to count, that you bought that book maybe back in October, November or something like that. And I think that might be justification. I don't know. But that's part of the other thing that we have going on. We want everybody to have a book. So if you are not in a position to get a book yourself, we have it posted in, I think, all of the pages. It doesn't matter which fan page you're a part of. We don't care. We just want everybody to have a book. You can be in all the groups. It doesn't matter. But if you need a book, you type in under one of those posts saying, hey, I would love a book. We have tons of people saying, hey, I want to help. If there's somebody who doesn't have a book, I will buy them a book. You go under somebody's comments and say, hey, let me get you a book. You take it to the DMs, and you can either say, hey, let me send you a physical book. Let me get you an ebook. However you guys want to work it out, because some people, they need the physical. Some people want the digital.
Right.
Doesn't matter. You pick, you know, and Amazon right now, the way they've got the prices, it's really nice. So
yeah, they're pretty affordable at this point. You can get one, and it really, what's funny is the book world, it doesn't matter how much a person has paid for a book, they just want to see that units are being moved.
Right.
And so it really does come down to, they're gonna say, listen, you've sold 12,000 copies, or you've sold 15, or you've sold 100,000, or you've sold 1 million. And even if those are for 99 cents, you've still, people are getting the book. The book world is so fascinating. People will buy a book, they'll read it, and then they'll return it. And that return goes against sales. So don't return the books you buy. Like if you buy it, like put it on your bookshelf. I mean, read it, because there's edifying. It's a great, like, again, I'm not just selling a book because I need to sell books. I love the story and I'm passionate about it. And I want to keep telling more stories. And I've got great news. Anna and we're already about 60,000 words into the third book. That's going to take place on Molokai, and it's a big, sweeping, epic story that starts, in the 1940s, and it goes all the way to when you meet Andy and Appy, and in moments like this, and it really talks about what Kona is. So when you say from Kona with love, we're kind of talking about the land itself and where the origin stories of the place itself. And I want you guys to be able to read that. In 4, we're thinking about going a little naughty. Does that offend? Or does that make the people want that? We don't even know. We're going to talk about it. We'll take that to the table. Not too naughty, because we got to keep it family friendly. But and then 5, we've got the blueprints for 5, and it's this beautiful story that's going to wrap up all of it in a really amazing way. So, we've got this thing rocking and rolling. I just want IPG. I want Vesuvian. I want anyone I walk into whose office I'm asking for $10 million to make a movie. I want them excited, and sales excite people. So that's really all this is. This is a push to get the numbers up. And you have no idea. Amazon, ITG literally wrote me and they were like, whatever you did, man, that was a great idea. Because the day I announced the 10 and 7 challenge, you guys spiked the sales on Amazon, and it was like, and so all of a sudden they're like, and it caught eyes. Like people were like, oh geez, there's stuff happening. So now Stephanie, you're the liaison between. There's a couple different groups on Facebook that are fan groups, which I'm humbled, and I jump in every once in a while and say hi, but it's a world that I don't venture into. I'm not even an admin, right?
I don't think you're an admin for anything.
Yeah.
No.
So I was for a minute there, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna back off, because I know there was a great schism. But the schism is there was a great divide, but the divide is healing, and there's a lot of unity. And Stephanie, you're integral in sort of bridging the gap between these two groups, and you kind of are keeping dialogue and things going, and there's a lot of good stuff happening, right, between the groups. And there's a lot of energy that happens on both fan sides. Right. Is that correct?
There is, there's a lot of people that are excited just to support you. That's ultimately what it is. And, I'm not an admin on the Polaha Appreciation Group. I'm not an admin on the other group. I just, I can appreciate everybody who just wants to support you and your work. So I'm going, hey, you know what? Let's do that. Let's support Chris no matter where we are. I don't mind being in both groups. That's fine. It's the more the merrier, right?
Cool. I appreciate you do get a peacemaker, and I appreciate the groups, because it's where a lot of conversation happens, and it's where a lot of energy gets drummed up for these different events, like this 10 and 7 challenge, and then of course the merch. So it's a great way to get the word out. So I am very appreciative and very grateful. What am I missing, ladies? Did you see the artwork?
Yes, that's awesome. Brenda wants it for herself. She told me that.
I love that.
I think we all do. I think we're disqualified, but we all want it.
I might have to make something special just for everybody who's helping.
But
yes,
I don't know. Well, did you still want to do something for whoever buys the most books? Because we haven't worked out those details yet. Like the people who buy the most. I know we mentioned something, but I don't know if you still want to.
I feel like we could do a Zoom. Yeah, couldn't we do sort of almost like this, but it'll be private, and it'll be for anybody who I know that Brenda, you've purchased 10 in one sitting. I didn't think that was the one time. I think there might be more.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think for people like Brenda who are able to do that, and are able to go and give the books to libraries. I love the pay it forward model of I can afford 4 books, and I'm going to read one and keep one for myself. Bring them to Christmas Con. If you're coming to Christmas Con, I will sign it for free. That's something that I like when I sell a book. The old business model was that you were paying for the signature, which is forget what they charge, $65 or something for the signature, and the book was 15, or 60 and 15, so it ended up being a $75 purchase or whatever. That was crazy. And so if you buy the book and you show up and you're like, hey, I sign it, you get that. I think in December I'm going to have an actual bookstore at Christmas Con, so there'll be a place to buy some merchandise and moments like that in Where the Sun Rises. So that'll be fun for people. But yeah, I think a Zoom, if you buy a bunch of books, and I would love for people to get them into their library, their public library. You could walk them into your library and say, hey, here's 2 books I want to donate. And that's something that I'm going to try to do. I'm going to, I think, go into Malibu and drop a copy of the books off in Malibu. I'm going to go to LA and drop a couple of copies of the books off. I'm about to go and do a little tour in LA, just so everybody can. So I'm going to, wherever Adam visited, there's a couple key places like Katsuya Sushi. And so I'm going to walk in, and I'm going to have my son record, and I'm going to give a book away to each place, and we'll put those on Instagram, so you'll be able to see that, hear me read the chapters from that. So there's some fun stuff coming up in the next couple of weeks. But I love, ladies, your specific enthusiasm. I love that you have jumped all in on the 10 and 7 challenge. to sell 10,000 copies of Where the Sun Rises by, it's June 1st, kind of technically, but I think maybe it's June 5th if you really look at the week, like calendar wise. I don't know when the 1st is. What is the 1st? June 1st. Is that like a midweek point?
Who's got a calendar?
It doesn't matter. And then, so one more time, why don't we write the, let me write the,
email address
yeah.
for the
Yeah, we'll put it out on a graphic too so that people can share it and see it with their eyes.
Okay. So it's so what is the email address?
Go ahead, Brenda.
WTSR, so Where the Sun Rises, _ I bought a book at yahoo.com.
Now, if you've ever been to the Christmas con, whenever you buy a book from me, I have a bell and I go, she bought a book, he bought a book, and it's pretty obnoxious, and all the other actors are looking at me like, you son of a WTSR_I BOUGHTABOOK at yahoo.com. That's the email. It's a working email. I don't see it. I do have access to it, so don't get any funny ideas about what you do in there. We're looking for receipts of book bought to fulfill the 10 and 7 challenge. And Lisa just asked if we can, if Brenda, if you can post the email address. You know, maybe ladies, could you maybe put it in your bio for the week or two and just have it up?
Yeah, like I said, we'll stick it on a graphic and then it can be posted in the groups and stuff so people can see it too.
I'll speed it up. Okay. All right. Any
Facebooks, Instagram, all of it.
Any last words? I'm gonna let some other people come on and we're gonna get to some Chautauqua business. But anything else you guys want to add?
So you
want go ahead.
June 1st is your deadline?
I mean,
that's a Thursday.
Yeah, I don't have it's a Thursday.
Thursday.
So the second would be Friday. Yeah, I mean, like basically that week, like it'll wrap up in that week. So June 2nd, June 3rd, 4th. But yeah, that basically that'll be in my mind, that was the end of the 7th week.
We'll go with the 1st, and then we'll have a couple days to get everything tabulated for
Perfect. Sure. Yeah. And what would be fun is to be able to maybe we'll have the prizes announced, and we could do everything kind of within the Monday, you know, the 3rd or whatever that day, what would that be, the 5th, then the 5th, the 6th. Well, it'll be that week, and it'll actually coincide with Christmas Con, and so, and maybe it'll be,
yeah, because I think that's where the majority of people who are donating stuff are going to be at Christmas Con, so we are going to bring everything there, and that can be how it can be shipped out and stuff too.
Okay.
So.
And I also have some really cool news about Christmas Con and the Polaha Chautauqua family that has nothing to do with anyone having to pay for anything or buy anything. Or I'm going to do an event either Friday night or Saturday night for Chautauqua family members only. And I'm gonna find a venue, and we're all gonna meet up and enjoy just, you know, hanging out together. So more on that. Okay. So if you're planning on being in Kansas City, know that one of those evenings there'll be something that's like a Polaha Chautauqua family affair. We'll do like a reunion. I don't know. We'll have some quippy little fun name for it, but we'll do that. Because the Kansas City thing is insane for me. It's exhausting, and it's like. I see friendly faces, and I'm like, I want to spend 10 minutes with you, but I've got this line of, I'm like, hold on, I gotta. So it feels unfair to me and you guys. So we'll do something, an added bonus there.
Sweet. That's good.
Cool.
Yeah, and then you're going to be the one pulling the names for the prizes, right? Just so everybody knows.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And we'll do that live too. We'll go live and do that. So maybe that's Sunday. So if the 1st is Thursday, 2nd, 3rd, 4th would be Sunday. We'll do Sunday the 4th, and I'll announce all the names and all the winners, and then we'll get all those goodies out to everybody.
Sounds good.
Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. All right, ladies, thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye.
All right, Stephanie, and then Kelly. Bye, Kelly. And bye, Brenda.
Bye.
All right. we're back. The Chautauqua. Guys, you get the drill. Buy a book. And if you want to enter into the fun of it all, then go and do that. And email that receipt to folks. Stephanie Dawson. What's up, girl? Where are you right now?
Oh, I'm just driving.
Just having a drive and being on
Excited.
Instagram Live. Are there people in the car with you? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, what's up, buddy? You look like you're about to go. Oh my gosh. Everybody's in the car. All right, I'm not going to keep you on Instagram Live while you're driving. It's just not safe. I just want to say your Spotify podcast about where the sun rises is awesome. I am literally listening to it as we speak. Not literally, but I'm in the process of. I started it. I'm going to finish it this weekend. I've subscribed. I'm going to rate it. I'm going to do all the stuff. I'm humbled and blown away by it. It was you and Stephanie who was just on. You guys have jumped on and you've created a podcast, which I love. Oh, no, I lost your volume.
All right, is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
I had like a notice or something that popped up. But I'd really like to know what you really think about it when it's done.
All right. I will
like
let
an
you know.
aha moment, so.
Okay. All right. More to that soon. Drive safely.
Thank you.
Bye, Stephanie.
All right, bye.
Bye. Bye, kids. Bye-bye, kids. All right. Let's go see what else we got. Well, let's see in the world. Who's in the world? Do 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 do. Who is in the world? What's up, Vin Dog? How you doing, my brother? Well, hi, Gail.
Hello, Kristoffer.
Welcome to the Polaha Chautauqua. Like old times, doesn't it?
I know. Oh, it's been forever.
It's been too long. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm very good.
Am I allowed to show everyone the map?
Oh my gosh. Sure. People would
Okay.
love to see. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's in a very prominent place in our
A little
home.
pride of place.
So-
Okay.
Yes. So when you come in the front door of our house, let's see if I can switch my camera here for a second. So when you come in the front door of our home,
Aw.
and one of the very first things you come to as you come into our home
Aw,
is this lovely map that you made that's so beautiful, and you signed it. And so I walk by it many, many times a day,
that makes me so happy.
going
That looks
back
good.
and forth.
That looks good on your wall.
I know.
That looks perfect.
I know, does that look pretty?
I debated the
So-
color frame. I was like, I don't know if she's going to want a brown
No.
frame. I said, you know what? A white frame is going to look clean. It's going to be pretty. It's
I think
good.
it's perfect.
Perfect. Perfect. Here,
Yeah,
let me
so-
take a picture of you. Go back there. Go back there.
No.
I'm taking a picture. Hold on. Ready? Okay. Perfect. I got it. Good. You know, people are probably wondering what the heck you've done that's warranted a painting. So I spray paint, and the colors are green and blue, and then there's different variations of blue in there. And then I did a little red dot for the top of the lighthouse. And then at Fast Frame, this guy framed it up for me. Look at he split, and he did a wonderful job, I thought.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. But Gail, you have been managing my website for 2 years now. You've been literally reposting every Chautauqua you've uploaded it to YouTube after every show. You have been doing this all for free. And it's been a service that you've done out of the kindness of your heart. You've given me a ton of time and a ton of your energy. And I just want to publicly thank you because, and we've never met in person. So it's one of those things where it happened over the Chautauqua. Where's my hat? Oh, you get credit. You were very important to the Chautauqua because look at this. You get credit for being the one who designed the original Polaha Chautauqua logo.
Yeah.
So that little spider in the middle that sort of doubles as a sun came out of your brain pan, which I'm so grateful for because I think it's the coolest thing in the world. And I love the Native American story about spiders weaving webs and being the center of creativity. And I also love the fact that it does look like a sun. And I love that takes the shape of Jesus as well as the solar sun. And so it's a really cool symbol for what this community has become. and you've been an integral part of that. So thank you, Gail.
You're welcome, dear. And yeah, I mean, it's really weird. One of these days, I'm hoping the Lord's going to let us meet. So it's been
You
3
know,
years.
it took Anna Gomez and I, it took us a long, we wrote 2 books together before we ever
I
had
know.
to meet finally.
I know.
Yeah. So,
So
it's good. And how's your speaking going? Are you getting some invites to speak places?
I am. It's been great. For anyone who doesn't know, I've started a speaking and Bible teaching ministry, and so I've been speaking at women's conferences and at churches, and I've got a blog post, and my blog posts have been shared with different, other groups that have featured my blog. So, yeah, it's been a huge blessing, and I'm just trying to go wherever the Lord sends me, and so. It's in his hands. So
I love it. I love it.
but
Well,
yeah, I just spoke the other night. We had 135 women there, and it was a beautiful evening.
that's awesome. What are you speaking on? Do you have themes? Do you have subject
Um,
things?
it depends. Different places have had different topics. My main talk that I'm going to be doing is called "How Do You Spell Joy?" You spell it ABIDE, abide, and so it's based on John 15.
Love
And
that.
yeah.
I want,
So
did you, wasn't there something about, I want to say that there was a seed of that thought that you had back when we were talking about, I don't know if it was joy or if it was grace. There was something that you and I had talked about. The Holy Spirit has used you on this show specifically in so many miraculous ways. And if you're new to the community, somebody just asked me, somebody said, it's great. Okay, so Susan Hoffman. Hi, Susan Hoffman. She said, it's great meeting y'all. Is there an overview of the group, maybe a link or a contact? So there's no website. I mean, I have like domains and stuff locked up, but I haven't done anything with them. And there is YouTube where you can go back and see all of the past shows. And then if you go to Instagram, there's something called the Polaha Chautauqua, which is an Instagram page that I run, but I'm not super active on it. But it does give you a chance to connect with other people. The people who follow that they tend to be, so it's a gathering place on social media. And then my website has a bunch of information, and that's a kind of an all-in-one place. And that's www.krispolaha.com, right, Gail?
yeah, and then the YouTube channel is Kristoffer Polaha TV.
There it is, Kristoffer Polaha TV. All right, girl, I'm gonna jump on with somebody else,
Okay.
but it's so good to see you. And then I owe you we will get in touch with one another in the next little bit here. It's great to see you. You look good.
Thanks, you too.
Your hair looks good. Y'all, you got your thing going. You look good.
Thanks.
All right, girl.
Bye, dear.
Talk to you soon.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Na 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 na. Let's see who else is out there in the world. All right, I got somebody I'm going to invite real quick. Let's see if this person picks up. Someone just said, Caleb Polaha's new song is beautiful. He did such an amazing job. Thank you. Well, let me see. That person didn't pick up. Let's see if this person will. Hi, Ann.
Hey, Chris, how are
Good.
you?
How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
We got some nice weather in California, don't we?
Gorgeous right now. I did some planting in the backyard earlier, and I'm just like enjoying it. So
Good.
it's very nice.
Good. That's what I want to see. Outside, sunshine, like perfect.
Yeah, we're blessed to have such beautiful weather here.
I've got a question for you. The woman named Mary Ann Greenberg has just asked me a question. She says to me, Chris, I'm Jewish. do I fit in the Polaha Chautauqua? And
Everybody fits in with the Polaha Chautauqua. It doesn't
100%,
matter
right?
denomination. If you believe, if you don't believe, it's just a community of just individuals getting together, sharing stories, sharing ideas. You don't have to agree with everybody or every, it's just very accepting community.
Yeah, we literally, I just want you to know, we literally have everybody from every walk of life who joins this community. Marianne, I would love for you to join on every Sunday. And the Christian narrative is one that I believe in, but we've talked about Yom Kippur, we've talked about Passover before, we talked about so many different huge tentpole holidays and high moments in the religion, in the Jewish religion. And I would love to have people on like you to talk about your faith and to tell your story, because we all tell stories to ourselves and to each other to get through this thing we called life. And one of the things since the pandemic started, we've been jumping here online and we've been talking and encouraging one another. So yes, everybody's welcome. And you look good in the sun, girl.
Oh, I love the sun. This is, my favorite time of year. The weather was so odd this year that, the sun's out, so I'm going to be out enjoying it because, we were wearing hoodies and things like that. And who does that? We wear hoodies maybe a couple months out of the year, but this time we were wearing them for like 6 months. And it's just like, this isn't normal for us in California. Yeah. So yeah, just enjoying life.
We all started to feel like we were in Seattle. We were like, what's happening?
Exactly. My friend came to visit from Seattle. I said, why did you bring your weather here? And she's like, I'm so sorry.
People started rooting for the Seahawks. It was very confusing.
It was very confusing. And so, but yeah, so, what I did want to say is, when you're getting back to everybody sharing their ideas and experiences, I was given the opportunity to do a TikTok live event where I got to speak on being a mother of a child with a disability. And events like that are wonderful, and they bring, people together. So everybody's got their stories to share. So there's all kinds of mediums to do it. I probably have a bigger following on TikTok than I do anywhere else. So it was interesting. We had a couple of hundred people, and there was about 5 of us who shared different stories on our past. Mine was coming from a person with the child with special needs. Another person was a person that had an addiction. Another person talked about being bullied and things like that. So just all of us getting out there and sharing our stories with one another, and even just within the community, helps out dramatically. It just, it brings it full circle that we're all just part of this universe living here, and we've all got stories, and, it's okay to share them, and we're all different, but, we can come together, in communities like this and share ourselves with each other. So,
yeah. And this community has been really blessed, as it's been a safe space on social media. It's open to the whole wide world. But the people who are drawn to it have been particularly and have been, I don't know, it really feels like it's an anointed community here online. So in that, it's cool. I'm so grateful for the different communities, the different groups that have started, the sort of Polaha Chautauqua communities that have started. I know there was a group for anxiety, and there's been a Bible study group, and there's been just different friendships have begun and have evolved. And people have told stories on this show where they've changed the narrative of their life, where one thing that caused shame or fear or insecurity, all of a sudden they were able to publicly talk about things and became survivors and heroes, and literally changed the narrative of their life. And I think, to go back to Marianne's question about is everybody here welcome? Again, we have these stories that we tell ourselves, and you're the mother of somebody who has disability, and that has given you certain tools, but also certain hardships, and it's made you feel connected to certain people, but also then disenfranchised from other people. And when you share your story, it allows us to find that common denominator, and where you might not have felt connected to this person, all of a sudden you share your story, you share your truth, and this person's like, whoa, I recognize myself here, here, and here. And all of a sudden you've got a new friend, and you've got a new ally, and you've got somebody who's rooting for you. And life is so short, and life is so hard, and we are made to suffer. I truly believe that our lives, we are made to suffer. And it's not a matter of when we're going to walk through the valley of the shadows. It's about when, and it's about, I mean, there was awful, awful, awful thing happened this week in the village where we live. Just an awful thing. Somebody ran up onto a sidewalk and killed into a group of students, and one of them died. And it was in the wake of like prom, and in the wake of all of this celebratory stuff in our community. And so we were left with this balance of grieving, but also celebrating. And sometimes you're called to do both at the same time. None of it makes sense. So again, it's when you're able to talk and share your story and find your, people that love you regardless, that's when you go for it. And again, I've felt that with you guys, and I'm so grateful that this community has become that for people.
Yeah, we've been able to make some great friendships, and it's interesting. The one person I talk to almost on a daily basis is Sam, and she's in Australia. And it's
Isn't that crazy?
When would I have ever got to meet such a beautiful individual who lives so far away, other than being part of this community?
Yeah.
It's been a blessing. It really has. So, if everybody's welcome, of course, everybody's welcome in the community. I think everybody's got a lot to share, and everybody's just got, at the end of the day, we just all got great big hearts, and we're willing to share with each other. And as long as we feel safe and we're vulnerable with each other, we grow as a community.
Amen. That's right. All right. Good stuff. Well, it's great to see you, Ann. I'm going to bring one more person on before I head off for the weekend.
Okay. You have a wonderful week.
You too, sweetheart. It's great to see you.
Great to see you too. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. We got one more time for one more. I'm going to do the roulette game. I'm just going to flip it. Boom, and invite whoever this is. Elizabeth Murray, you are invited to join me on the show if you would like to. It's terrifying for people who watch this show, because 1 minute you're doing your thing in your own place, private watching, and then the next, Kristoffer Polaha is requesting to go live with you in front of 100. Yeah, I got declined. That's all right. We'll get you next time. All right, ready? Sorry, guys. Oh, man, I'm running out of time. Let me see. All right, Sarah, coming at you, girl. Let's see what we got here. Hi, Sarah.
Hello.
How you doing, old friend?
I'm fine. How are you?
How is your heart, sweetheart? I know that you lost your grandma this week, and that is not easy, because I know how important they are to you. You okay?
Yeah, I'm in Arizona right now. We had our funeral on Friday. So, yeah, I'm a little sunburnt, Minnesota girl, light skin.
Welcome to the desert. You're among the desert rats.
It's been very therapeutic. The sunsets are beautiful, and like even sitting out here right now, like it just feels good for my aches and pains, and so trying to find the beauty and the blessings in it.
Yeah. How was the service? Was it a good service?
Yeah, it was very, very small, very she wanted, us grandkids and kids to do the readings and the scriptures instead of, somebody that didn't know her. So that took a lot of strength to be able to honor her wishes.
What were you tasked with reading? What did you read?
I had a couple scriptures and a reading, and I did really good until the last one, which was like something about, like the things that are left undone you know, are going to be that way. And that's when it really was like, oh, geez, Grandma, these are the things you picked for us to read.
And did Tabera go? Was she able to go with you?
No, she's doing finals right now.
Oh,
so.
yeah. She's in the thick of it. How's she doing? How's school going for her?
I think she's got one more day left, and yeah, she said she's very happy to be headed home soon. And she said
she's got one more day for the year.
For the year, yep. They always get out the last week of April.
Holy cow!
Yeah.
When do they start?
The end of August.
Wow. So they just get the year done quick. The breaks are shorter, less breaks in the year.
Yep. Like they only get off like Christmas to New Year, like the week after New Year's, they only get like 2 weeks or something. So yeah. Yep.
Okay. In California schools, they have a break in February. They get another spring break. They get like there's like 6 in a year. Like, you know, all of a sudden you're starting in August and you're ending in June. It's almost like year-round school. And how is everything else for you? Are you good otherwise? Is everything treating you right?
You know, just plugging along.
Any prayers? Do you need people sending you some prayers?
I see that. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, work's been a little slow, but you know, you've been there, you know.
Yeah.
Eventually it comes together. So
yeah, it's seasonal, right? Life is seasons.
Yeah. So.
Well, sweetheart, it's good to see you, and I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you. Thank you.
We are all sending you hugs and prayers virtually, so feel that.
I do. Thank you.
All right. I wanted to say hi to you because I saw your note last week or whenever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, you.
By the way, the little trailer that just came out, like your facial expressions, like not even saying words, just the expressions, it's like, wow. Like watching you grow, like that's been...
I'm getting pretty good at the acting thing, huh?
It was like, wow.
I'm starting to get good at it. Thank you. I appreciate you saying. I immediately take your compliment and I obnoxious. I appreciate you saying that. It's gonna be a really cool movie. I'm proud of it. It's Brock Heasley created a world that she's talking about The Shift, this movie that I shot in Birmingham recently, and it's I'm really excited for people to see it. I think it's going to be in theaters in January or February of next year. So we'll see. But thank you for saying that. That's sweet of you.
Yeah, it's good. So thank you. Take care.
All right. Bye, Sarah. Boom. All right, guys. I could stay on here and chat with y'all for hours, but that wouldn't be fair to you, and it certainly wouldn't be fair to Julianne or my kids. My parents are here. It wouldn't be fair to them. But I'm gonna go. I have time for one more soul before I get out of here, and I'm gonna check in with my old buddy Craig. And let me see. I see you there, buddy. Hang on, I'm coming for you. Let me see. There he is. Oh, whoa. Craig L. Carson will need the latest version of Instagram to join. Craig, if you're watching, you got to upgrade your Instagram. Update it, bro. All right. On that note, I'm going to go. You need to do a mom interview for this month. Yeah, I need to get my mama on here, huh? For a little Mother's Day love. Let's see. What else is out there? Okay. So Stephanie Young, thank you for everything you're doing. Brenda and Kelly, thank you for everything you're doing for the 10 and 7 challenge. Don't you love how I can't get a dang name straight? The 10 and 7 challenge. I made it up myself. Where the sun rises. Here's what we're doing. Just to wrap it up, I'm selling 10,000 copies of this in a 7-week time frame. That's the 10 and 7. It's a really wonderful book written by Anna Gomez and yours truly, Kristoffer Polaha. It's a book about the redemptive qualities and powers of love And you can get it at Barnes and Nobles. You can get it at Amazon. You can get it in an ebook on Kindle. I'm just trying to sell 10,000 units just to show the industry what's up, because that's how I roll. And it really isn't a huge ask, to be honest with you. So I think it's a doable thing. I think we've already covered some pretty impressive ground. So there's also merch. Go into the bio, check it, click it, buy a hat, buy a shirt. They're fun colors, fun, cool new design, which I'm proud of. Hey, Craig. Yeah. Hello. He says, thanks for heading my way. You got to upgrade your Instagram, bro. All right. I'm going to pray for you all. Okay. Lord Jesus, Father God, whether people believe that you are the savior of the world or not is sort of irrelevant to the truth of the situation. And it means one thing. It means that God, the creator of the universe, loves us so much that he's willing to go to the greatest lengths to be in personal relationship with us. And for everybody who is watching this right now, it doesn't matter if they are Christian or Jewish or what they believe in, you are the God of the universe and you love them and you want a personal relationship with them. And there is a world in which kingdom of heaven is brought right here on earth. And that is through love, and that is through joy, and that is through kindness and goodness and faithfulness and self-control. And when the world feels dark, and when the world feels broken, and when the world feels empty and hopeless, you offer hope in the form of Jesus. You offer hope in the form of this radical love that my friend Rainn Wilson, who is Baha'i, acknowledges. And again, this is a place for everybody to come and to fill up their tank of gas on the Sunday afternoon, to put closure to the week in the past and to look forward to the week to come, and to remind themselves to be patient and to be kind and to be good and to be filled with faith and to love. And that when you have the hope of a world to come or a life to come, or that death has been overcome, and when you have faith in a God who says, I want to know you intimately, that breeds, that equals this joy that no matter where your life is, no matter if you lost somebody, if you don't have a job right now, if you're feeling isolated and alone and brokenhearted, that there is a joy, a deep resounding joy that can live underneath all of that pain and sorrow and allow you to feel a buoyancy and allow you to make that hope tangible in your life, that you are going to be okay and that life is beautiful and that you are not alone. And so I thank you, Jesus, for this show. I thank you for using it in miraculous ways over the last 3 years. I thank you for using me, Father God, and allowing just a goofy actor from Reno, Nevada, to have a place to talk about you, Jesus, in this world that is so divided and in this world that is so broken. And I pray that the Holy Spirit uses this show as almost fragrance, where there's a fragrance to it, that when you walk into this community, when you jump into this live, when you start watching these things, you can't help but feel the overwhelming love that you have for us. That's my prayer. And I pray that you keep these people safe. I pray that you keep these people joy-filled and filled with love. I ask this in Jesus' name. Amen. Guys, go crush it. Go have an amazing week. Go love on each other. Tell a stranger, a total stranger, that they look good. You know, just be like, you look awesome today. That's a great outfit. And then buy a copy of my book and hand it to them and help me achieve my goal. All right, guys. I love you. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.